I'm Cape Joel, and you're watching Comic Smack, the comic book show where we take closer looks at the hottest and coolest comic storylines going on currently. And today, we're taking a look at the newest issue of Harley Quinn, issue number 24. What lengths will Dr. Harley Quinzel go to save Mason, the man she loves, from the horrors of Arkham Asylum? Well, let's hop into the comic and find out for ourselves. As the comic opens, our favorite clown girl is putting the screws to the mayor for having Mason transferred to Arkham Asylum, only here's the thing, the mayor didn't do that. In fact, he's as surprised as anyone, and for the first time ever, we actually hear about Mason's crimes from his point of view, how Mason killed the mayor's son in a bar fight. And you know what? It's a really sad story. I couldn't help but have sympathy for the guy. He says how it completely destroyed his wife who took to drinking, and he's forced every day to come into work with a smile on his face. Harley actually ends up believing him too and departs. Now, while it's true that the mayor had nothing to do with Mason getting thrown into Arkham Asylum, he's still not 100% a good guy, as we found out it's actually his aide, his second in command, who's been doing all this crazy stuff behind his back. The mayor's also pretty damn sick of Harley and her gang running roughshod over him in the entire city, and so he gives the go-ahead for the aide to hire a bunch of mercenaries to get the blackmail material back from her. Back at Harley's apartment complex, her and her ever-expanding entourage of freaks are in the process of planning not only a trip to Gotham, but also a break into Arkham Asylum. In the end, Harley opts to go alone, saying that, hey, you know, she's a doctor, she knows those halls better than anybody else, and she can't risk any of her friends getting hurt by the hardcore psychotics that live in Arkham. It's at that point a group of armed individuals pull up to the apartment complex, led by Hulk Hogan. No, seriously, look at that dude, the mustache, the bandana, it's Hulkamania, brother. Actually, you know what, scratch that, make it Mercemania, brother, it's running wild. These armed goons could not have possibly picked a worse place to try and knock over, because they have to contend with a cybernetic Russian assassin in Bendamova who is all too happy to shoot them, Tony the shotgun-wielding circus dwarf who goes out of his way to defend his employees, and of course the hammer-swinging Harley herself. In fact, the bulk of this comic is just a bunch of poor mercenary dudes getting massacred in the halls of this apartment complex. It's the 3 B's, I tell ya: boobs, blood, and bullets. What's not to love? Harley does, however, choose to keep a couple of the mercs alive so she can find out who she's working for. They're all too quick to finger the mayor's aide, that is, of course, except for the Hulkamania looking dude who actually keeps his honor and cool under fire, which in the end convinces Harley to let him help man the catapult when she starts flinging bodies at the mayor's office. Yeah, I'm as surprised as anyone too that they remembered there's a catapult up there. Man, this book has the most interesting kind of continuity, I tells ya. The comic ends with Harley grabbing the next bus to Gotham, and she better hurry too, because Mason's next door neighbor turns out to be none other than the freaking Joker, who you can bet once he figures out that Mason knows Harley and has been in a relationship with her, he is none too happy a clown. You know, just when I think Harley Quinn as a series has gotten to a comfortable groove of doing nothing but comedy stories, an issue like this comes along and reminds me that Palmiotti and Connor's amazing ability to juggle both simultaneously, both seriousness and comedy, is a real talent. And, you know, I gotta say, the action was top-notch this issue. We haven't really seen Harley Quinn get into a serious life-or-death fight with people for a long time. The jokes all hit, and they added a great amount of character depth to previously one-dimensional characters. Obviously, this is going to be heading up to a big Harley Quinn Joker showdown in the next couple issues, and you know I'm excited for that. At the end of the day, I feel comfortable giving this one an 8.5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll feel like checking out some more videos I have on offer here at Cape Joel.